start recording. Okay, so PERT represents Project Evaluation Review Technique. So PERT represents Project Evaluation Review Technique. So what is the main difference between CPM and PERT is, PERT predicts three different durations. You can see there are three different times. Earlier, we only had one duration, which we used to do in critical path method. But in PERT, you have three different methods. One we call durations. One I try to call it, we call it as optimistic time. TO stands for optimistic time. TP stands for pessimistic time. Okay, and that means this is lesser time initially. I mean to say, if you see it, the range 1 to 2, so minimum 1 and maximum 2. So optimistic represents the minimum duration required to complete that activity. Pessimistic time represents the maximum duration required to complete that activity. Okay, so better you can call this to be as minimum duration, and this can be called as maximum. And the next one, most likely time. There is one more time, which is most likely time, which is nothing but the average. Generally, it is the average time. But these three we are not going to use when I'm on the network. Now, when I draw an activity 1 to 2, I need to write the duration here. So what duration comes here is TE, where TE stands, we derive it from the three durations, TO plus 4TM plus TP divided by 6. This is the time which we calculate. I hope you can see it. So T, girls, TE is equal to TO plus 4TM, TO plus 4TM plus TP divided by 6. So using this, we try to calculate TE, and that TE comes here on the activity like what we generally do. So this is one extra step we have in comparison with critical path method. After that, the rest of the process is same. There is also one more thing for this project evaluation review technique. They ask us to calculate standard deviation or variance. So you all know standard deviation means sigma. Variance means sigma square, either of the ways. If they ask us variance, we need to use it. If they ask us standard deviation, we will also take it. Why? Because PERT we try to evaluate using normal distribution. Okay, so if you remember normal distribution when you studied in your statistics, okay, so normal distribution we used to have to just memorize x1 minus x2 divided by sigma. So for this sigma, we try to calculate sigma. So the formula for this is under root of TP minus TO divided by 6. Okay, under root of TP. These are the two formulae which we will be using in PERT. Okay, so beyond that, you no need to remember anything. There will be three durations. From that, you need to derive the single duration, which is TE. TE stands for estimated time. TE stands for estimated time. Estimate, it is like prediction with which we are taking based on these three durations, we are estimating some common time. So that is how it is estimated time. Okay, so now let me just start with sixth problem. So in sixth problem, they gave us the activity. They also gave us the network directly. If you see the question, there is a network which is given to you. Maybe the activities are given to you. I'll just write the activity also. I think A is 1 to 2. I missed this out, girls, while I'm writing the question. B is 1 to 3. And C is 1 to 4. And D is 2 to 5. D is 2 to 5. And E is 2 to 6. And F is 3 to 6. F, G is 4 to 7. H is 5 to 7. And I is 6 to 7. So this is the network given to us. We will draw the network using this and then we will start solving the problem. First, I'll draw the net, or first we can calculate TE, girls. So the formula for TE, if you remember, it is, again I'm writing it, TO plus 4TM plus TP divided by 6. So 4 8s are 32. So girls, I'm just, for first one, I'm just writing it. So 5 plus 32 plus 10 divided by 6. So what did we get? It is 7.8. Understanding? Any doubt? I'm just using the formula and calculating. So you can see the next one also. 18 plus 4 2s are 8. 80 plus 22 divided by 6. So the value, what did we get, is 20 after substituting. So this, we got it to be as 33. I'm just directly writing the values: 18, 20, 9, 9.8, 8, and 4. So these are the values which we got after substituting the durations, the 3 durations: optimistic time, pessimistic time, and most likely time, in the formula TE. It is 7.8 and 20. So this is the duration with which we try to construct the network. So first I'm drawing the network here. Okay, when I go back to the question, sorry, I just keep reading the question, girls. When I go back to the question, let me just, the following network diagram represents activities associated with the project. So they gave us activity, optimistic, pessimistic, and most likely time. So determine the following things. There are 5 questions which are given in the question. If you have your questions material, you can check it out. The first one is expected completion time and variance of each activity. So expected completion time is nothing but TE, and we will also find out variance. So variance is nothing but sigma square. Remember that, girls. Variance is nothing but sigma square. So one, I'll just show you sigma square. So as sigma is TP minus TO by 6. So sigma square will be simple, TP minus TO by 6. That's it. So now if you see TP minus TO, so 10 minus 5 divided by 6. So we got it to be as 0.696. The next one is 20 minus 18, 22 minus 18 divided by 6, which is 4 by 6, which we got it to be as 0.444. The next one is 40 minus 26 divided by 6. So 40 minus 26, we got it to be as 5.429. The next one is 20 minus 16 by 6, which is again nothing but 0.444. And then 25 minus 15 divided by 6, which is 10 by 6. So 10 by 6, we got it to be as 2.780. And then what else they asked us? Okay, 12 minus 6 divided by 6, which is 6 by 6, 1. And then 12 minus 7 by 6, which is 5 by 6, which we already have, which is 0.696. And then 9 minus 7, which is 2 by 6. So 9 minus 7 by 6, which is 0.111. And the last one, 5 minus 3, which is again 2 by 6, which is 0.111. So this is the first question which they asked us to find out the estimated time and variance of each activity. So this is how you are supposed to calculate in the table only, wherever we are writing optimistic, pessimistic time. Now what they asked, second one, the earliest and latest expected completion times of each event. So simple, that means we need to, third question is also critical path. So second and third, we will do it together simultaneously. First, we will start constructing the network. So 1 is giving rise to 1 to 2, which is A, and the duration is 7.8. Remember, girls, the duration immediately we need to write it to be as 7.8. And then 1 to 3. So 1 to 3, the duration is 20 and the activity name is B. Immediately I am writing 1 to 4. So 1 to 4, the activity name is C and the duration is 33. Then what else we have? 2 to 5. 2 to 5, the name is D and the duration is 18. And then 2 to 6. So 2 to 6, the name is E, activity name is E, and the duration is 20. And then we have 3 to 6. 3 to 6, the networks will be easy, girls. In exam like this, they will not be complicated dummies and all. Most probably they will not come. So 3 to 6, the activity name is F. Okay. And then what we have, the next one, 4 to 7. Okay, 4 to 7, 5 to 7, and 6 to 7. So 4 to 7, the name is G and the duration is 9.8. Then 5 to 7, the name is H and the duration is 8. And 6 to 7, the activity name is I and the duration is 4. So this is how we completed the network. They're asking us to find out the earliest and the latest times. So simple, for every node, whatever we do are nothing but the earliest and the latest times. So if we complete this, anyhow for critical path, we need to know them. So we meet the same procedure, how we do it for critical path. So if there is a single arrowhead, simple, directly add with the previous earliest time 0 plus 20, which is 20 on node 3. So node 6, again, it is having 2 arrowheads. Go back to node 2. Node 2, it is having a single arrowhead. So 0 plus 7.8, the duration on node 2 is 7. The earliest duration on node 2 is 7.8. On node 4, single arrowhead, 0 plus 33, 33. Then come to node 5, single arrowhead, 7.8 plus 18. So it is, I think so, it is 25.8. So 25.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt in the middle. Ma'am, the screen is not clear, ma'am, from your side.
For everyone, the same problem? For me, it is visible properly only. There is no blood.
But for me, in my laptop, actually, I can see it as blur, ma'am. So that's the reason I asked. Sorry, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, now it's clear, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So now on node 5 it is 25.8. On node 7 we will see. Come back to node 6. So 2 arrowheads. One arrowhead is giving a duration of 7.8 plus 20, which is 27.8. The other one is giving 29. So obviously the maximum duration is 29. So I'm writing the same. Okay. Then come to node 7. On node 7 you see 29 plus 4, which is one arrowhead, is giving 33. 25.8 plus 8, which is 33.8, and one is 33 plus 9.8, which is 42.8. So the duration of the project is 42.8, the maximum arrowhead duration. So similarly, go reverse. So when we go reverse, so for 42.8 minus 4, which is 38.8. Then come to, again, near node 3, we have a single arrowhead, 38.8 minus 9, which gives us 29.8. So this is one path which is done. And come to node 2, there are 2 tails. Okay. Okay, first we'll come for one tail, we need node 5 duration. So 42.8 minus 8, which gives us 34.8. So the 2 tails, one 34.8 minus 18, one duration. Maybe it is, and 38.8. Okay, 34.8 minus 18, which is 16.8, and 38.8 minus 20, which is 18.8. So out of these two, 16.8 is the minimum one. So I'm writing the minimum value. And I think, okay, node 4, 42.8 minus 9.8 gives us 33. So this is how, when we see the rest of the nodes, the durations are unequal, the earliest and the latest time. So the critical path is 1 to 4 and 4 to 7. So simple, the critical path is 1 to 4 to 7. So girls, in part, there is one step which is extra. So 1 to 4 to 7. So I think the duration is in weeks only. So The duration is 42.8 weeks. Immediately what you do, girls, for this particular 1 to 4 to 7, you need to find out the standard deviation. Why? I'll let you know later. So the standard deviation for this, simple, you go back to these activities. For 1 to 4, the variance, this is variance, girls, remember. So it is sigma square, not sigma. So 5.429 plus, for 4 to 7, go to 4 to 7, the variance is 0.696. So this is under root. For sigma, we are just, I'm telling you girls, we need to calculate sigma. So sigma is equal to under root of the variance of these two activities. Under root of the variance of these two activities, which I picked from the calculated value. So when we do it, we got the sigma value to be as 2.474. So every time when you're writing the critical path, complete this process. Every time when you're writing the critical path in PERT, don't forget to complete this particular process. Okay? Am I clear? So any doubt till here, girls? What did we do? Again, I'll repeat the steps. In PERT, we have 3 durations. Okay. So for that, the first question, they are asking us to find out the earliest completion, estimated completion time, which is nothing but TE, plus the variance of each activity, which we calculated using the 2 formulae. Then they are also asking us to find out the earliest and the latest times for each activity. They are nothing, earliest and the latest times for each activity we already calculated. So after that, okay, after that, what is my next step? We are supposed to show the critical path. So after showing the critical path, after showing the duration, we are also showing the critical path standard deviation, which is very, very important. Okay. Any doubt in this, girls? Am I clear? Fine. Shall we proceed to the next question? So with this, we complete with this. This is nothing but a combination of B and C. Okay, it is nothing but a combination of B and C. Fine. And this is, I think so, this A, B, and C. These are the 3 questions which we completed. And the next question, can I erase? Okay.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
can you explain the last part, the last standard deviation part?
Okay, the standard deviation. First, you understood now the
We have to
critical.
take it separately, ma'am.
Sorry?
We have to take for 1 to 4. For both the parts, we are supposed to do the standard deviation separately.
Yes. No need. See, for 1 to 4, you can look onto the board 1 to 4. The variance, what we got it is
Yes.
5.429. Understood? So
Yes,
that I took
ma'am.
here.
Yes, ma'am.
For 4 to 7, the
Okay.
variance we got it to be as 0.696. So we are adding those two and square root of it because it is sigma square and here we need sigma. Understood?
Okay, ma'am.
That's it. We need to add
Yes, ma'am.
how many activities are there in the critical path. Those many activities we need to add them and then find out the standard deviation. Why? Which we will be using in our 4th question. So in order to avoid that confusion only, where we calculated critical path, immediately I did it. Okay. So let us continue with the next question. The second. I'm erasing the network. Hopefully we will not be using it. Yeah. Now in the girls, are you all having the question or you want me to share it? I'll once share you because I don't know how many of you are having. We are in sixth question. Okay. Just check this question. I hope you can see the question now. So this is the question which we are discussing. We constructed the activities. This is what I was telling. A represents expected completion time and variance of each activity. B, the earliest and the latest expected completion times of each event. And C, critical path. And the fourth one is the probability of expected completion time of the project if the original scheduled time of completing the project is 41.5 weeks. So what we got TE as 42.8 weeks after constructing the network. Now this I can call it to be as TS. Okay, the actual scheduled time they're telling it to be as TS. So TS is given to us, which is given value 41.5 weeks. Now what they are asking us to find out the probability. What is the probability of completing this particular time? Now I'll just stop sharing this question. So now you can see, girls, why I shared you. So they are telling what is the probability that the project will be completed in 41.5 weeks is what they're asking us. They're simply asking, they're giving us one duration and they're asking us to find out the probability. Because it is probability, we are using normal distribution from statistics, what you all studied. Okay, so if you remember the formula for normal distribution, I just wrote it, but as per our convenience, we will just try to modify it. It is to be as TS minus TE divided by sigma. This is the normal distribution formula. This is also important, girls, important formula as per PERT technique. So in PERT, we have three formulae. One is for TE, one is for sigma square or sigma, or one is for sigma, and the other one is for the normal distribution. These are the four important terms which we try to use in PERT and we need to remember them. Okay, so our normal distribution formula as per our current scenario of PERT is TS minus TE divided by sigma. So we know all of them. We calculated sigma when we calculated critical path and we got it to be as 2.7. What is that? 2.474. That is the reason we calculated. So every time the normal distribution, if I'm using sigma, that sigma is nothing but the standard deviation of the critical path. Add all the variances of each activity and square root of it, you will get the sigma. The same way what we did. So just see, so it is 41.5 minus 42.8 divided by sigma, which is 2.474. So after calculating, we got this particular value to be as minus 0.52. Obviously negative value. If you remember the negative value, so if you remember the negative value in normal distribution represents simple negative axis. Okay, so negative axis, I'm just representing this z is equal to minus 0.52 in the negative axis, and the table value, I'll share you the table, girls, which I didn't do it. So the table value, we got it to be as z at 0.52. The table value is 0.1952. 0.1952. Now we need to tell the probability. So we'll again go back. I'll once again share you the question. So why we will see the probability of expected completion time if the original scheduled time of the completing the project is 41.5 weeks. That means within 41.5 weeks they need to complete. So it is simple. Remember, if you remember the shaded area, it means less than or equal to. Okay, girls, less than or equal to. So that means the one, if this is our Z line, to the left side of it, less than symbol. Within that particular time, they need to complete. That means it is less than symbol if you remember the normal distribution. So we need this shaded area. So this shaded area, you remember the left side half of the curve is 0.5. So 0.5 minus 0.1952 gives you the area, the probability, which is, again I'm writing it here, 0.5 minus 0.1952, which is equal to 0.3048. So this is the probability that the project will be completed in 41.5 weeks. You can write the interpretation for this particular question. This is the probability, this is question D, that the project will be completed in 41.5 weeks. Am I clear, girls? Any doubt in this? Girls, all 5 questions will not be given in exam. Okay, it is just like these problems are all the ways in all the different scenarios. In what way you can expect in exam is the main criteria why I picked these kind of questions. All this, any of these 2 or 3 questions might be asked in exam. Okay, fine. So is it clear to you? Is question D clear to you? So they gave us a duration and what is the probability that the project will be completed within that 41.5 weeks. Okay, so we applied simple normal distribution because it is below that it less than or equal to symbol. So because it is less than or equal to symbol to the left side of that particular line. So every time our table value gives from origin to that particular line. So the left side of it is nothing but 0.5 minus 0.1952. So this probability is the probability that the project will be completed in 41.5 weeks. Any doubt? Okay, girls, we only have 5 minutes, but there is also one more question E. So I'll continue at 12 o'clock. Fine. In the 12 o'clock class, I'll continue because if I rush up again and again, it will be critical. Vasundhara, take attendance meanwhile.
Okay, ma'am.
I'm just sharing you the question. So there is 5th bit, the duration of the project that will have 95% chance of being completed. So in the 5th bit, they are asking this. So I just kept this because we need to do it in a reverse form. So what is given as per the question, the duration of the project will have 95%. Now they're asking us to find out in E-bit, they're asking us to find out the duration. So what will be the duration if the probability is 95%? So which is also nothing but 0.95. So now we need to do the reverse thing. We already did it while we were learning normal distribution. Now they gave us the probability and we need to find out the duration. Again, we need to follow all the same things. So where we already know TS, we need to find out. TE is 42.8 weeks and sigma is 2.474. Okay, so using this, so now we can say the probability of where Z is equal to TS, we don't know, minus TE, which is 42.8 divided by sigma, which is 2.474. This is equal to 0.95. Okay, girls, clear? So we need to find out there is some value A where Z at A, which is 0.95. So using this small logic, okay. So the point Z so where A is 1.64. So if we check the area, then we will get this particular value. Okay, in the table, we need to search for the area first. First, we need to search for the area. Earlier, we generally check rows and columns. But now we need to check somewhere 0.95 here. So it is at 1.64. So if we see in the table. So in that particular scenario, we need to do it in the reverse. So where so the Z value is 1.64. That means the table value is 1.64. So 1.64 is equal to TS minus 42.8 divided by 2.474. So after solving, We got the duration after calculating, we got the duration to be as, what did we get TS as? 46.85 weeks. So we can just understand at 95% probability that the duration of the project is 46.85 weeks. Girls, did you understand?
Yes,
The little
ma'am.
bit is you need to do it in reverse. Generally, what we do, we calculate Z and then take the area from the table. Now the area is given to us. Using area, we need to find out Z value. Using Z value, we need to find out the duration. So that is fifth question. So any of the two questions they'll give you, girls, either they'll give this one, they'll ask us to find out the duration, or they'll give duration and ask us to find out the probability. That is only the critical part in PERT. Okay, so now we will see the next question, seventh question also we will just give a try. Okay, now let us see the seventh question. I'll just share you the seventh question. So same way they gave us the network, they're giving us the network and they're asking us to draw the network diagram on the project, find the expected duration and variance of each activity and calculate the variance and standard deviation of the project length. Here the project length is nothing but the critical path, girls, for our understanding in our common terminology. And they also gave us what is the probability that the project will be completed at least 4 weeks earlier and no more than 4 weeks. And if the project due date is 19 weeks, what is the probability of not meeting the due date? It is no, it is written no, but we will see, and the tables are also given to you. So we will solve this question as well, and we will see how we will end up. Okay, so now what first I'll this is our seventh question given to us. First, what are we supposed to do? They are asking us to find out in the question 1. They're asking us to find out the estimated time and the duration. I hope the board is clear. Sorry, estimated time and variance. So first we need to calculate TE. If you remember, the formula for TE is TO plus 4TM plus TP divided by 6. Okay, so using that particular formula, 4 into TM is 4, 4 into 1 is 4, plus 8, 4 plus 8, 12 by 6, which is 2. Okay, 4 4s are 16, 16, 17 plus 7, 24 divided by 6, 6 4s are 24. So like that, when we start calculating, I'm just directly writing them because. So this is how after applying this formula, then for variance, the formula is for sigma square, the formula is TP minus TO divided by 6. So we already have them 7 minus 1, which is 6 by 6, 1 square 1. And 7 minus 1, 6, 6 by 6, again 1 square 1. 8 minus 2, 6 by 6, 1 square 1. And 1 minus 1, 0. And 14 minus 2, 12 by 6, which is 2 square 4. 8 minus 2, 1 square 1. And 15 minus 3, 12 square, which is 12 by 6, which is 2 square, which is 4. So this is how we got estimated time and variance. This is our first step, which is done. Mostly in exam, these kind of networks you will be getting, girls. There won't be any decimal values in like in our earlier problem. So don't worry. So first we'll start constructing the network. 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and 1 to 4 we have. So we will write them off. 1 to 2. The duration is estimated time I'm writing 1 to 2. 1 to 3. The duration of 1 to 3 is 4, and 1 to 4. The duration of 1 to 4 is 3. Okay. For this is the first network where we don't have names for activities. Like till now we were having A, B, C as the names. In this particular thing, there are no names, so no problem. We can write them directly. So 2 to 5. So 2 to 5, the duration is 1, and 3 to 5 is also there, which is where the duration is 6. Okay, and 4 to 6 and 5 to 6. 4 to 6, the duration is 5, and 5 to 6, the duration is 7. So this is our network, girls. So as usual, we'll start calculating earliest and latest time, find out the critical path. Okay, so the first node, it is 0, 0. On node 3, it is 0 plus 4, it is 4. On node 5, 2 arrowheads, avoid it. On node 2, single arrowhead, 0 plus 2, 2. On node 5, now you can see one arrowhead is giving 2 plus 1, 3, and the other arrowhead is giving 4 plus 6, 10. So obviously the maximum one. And come back to node 4, the values are 0 plus 3, which is 3. Now on node 6, one arrowhead is giving 3 plus 5, 8. The other arrowhead is giving 10 plus 7, 17. The maximum one is 17. So as per this particular network, the project length is, okay, we will anyhow show the critical path. That time we'll write. We will also find out the latest times. Single tail near node 5, simple, 17 minus 7, which is 10. Single tail near node 3, 10 minus 6, 4. Single, okay, node 1, which is already done. Node 2 is also having single tail. So it is 10 minus 1, which is 9. Okay, node 4 is also having single tail, 17 minus 5, which is 12. And obviously node 1 is having 0. I hope all nodes are done. So now you can see the critical path very clearly, which is 1 to 3 and 4 to 3 to 5 and 5 to 6. Now you can again see, girls. Now I'll just write, as in this particular question, they are mentioning project length. Okay, so that is the reason I'm using it. So I think as per the question, it is also, I'll just share you the question once if you forget. The duration is given in weeks, first thing, and they are mentioning, if you see, what is the expected project length they are asking. So because they're using length, I'm just calling it, instead of calling it in the terms of duration, I'm just using the term project length. Okay, so the project length is 17 weeks. Okay, and the critical path is critical path 1, 2, 3 to 5 to 6. Okay, and what is my next step? What did I tell you in project PERT? We need to also find out standard deviation. So for sigma, okay, first I'll just take sigma square if you're getting confused. For sigma square 1 to 3, from 1 to 3, the variance, first variance is 1 plus 3 to 5, the variance is 0 plus 5 to 6, the variance is 4. Okay. And did I write correct network? 1 to 3, it is 1, 3 to 5, and 5 to 6. Okay. 3 to 5. Okay, girls, sorry. 3 to 5, it is not 0, it is 4. 3 to 5, it is 4. Okay. And 5 to 6, also it is 4. So sigma square is this. And when, so sigma square is equal to 9. Based on this, sigma is equal to 3. So this is what we wanted. So this is very, very important. In PERT, along with critical path and project length, you are supposed to make a note of all these. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll just go, we'll just see the question now. When we see the question, what they're asking next, they're asking us, we just did it, calculate the variance and standard deviation of the project length, which we already did it. And what is the probability that the project will be completed at least 4 weeks earlier? Now we will go to the third question. I'm just erasing this part. We'll just see one bit in C, the first bit. At least 4 weeks earlier. Earlier, we need to show it in the graph. Okay, remember that. So simple. Now that means TS is nothing but 17 minus 4. Earlier, no. So sorry, at least no. At least we will show it in the graph. Earlier means 17 minus 4, which is TS is given to us as 13 weeks. And we already know where it is TE. This is the estimated project length. So TE is 70. Okay. And Sigma we already found out, which is equal to 3. So we are supposed to find out the probability. So Z is equal to Ts minus Te divided by sigma. So which is 13 minus 17 divided by sigma, which is 3, which is 4 by 3, which is 0.75. So Z at 0.75, the table value, am I correct? It is 0.75. Yeah, 4 by 3. Okay, it is not 3 by 4. Sorry, I wrote 0.75. It is minus 4 by 3. It is minus 1.33. So Z at
Ma'am, can you stop the screen sharing so that we can see the board?
sorry. Okay, now can you see it? I'm sorry, I forgot. So Z at 1.33, the table value at Z at 1.33, which is given in the question, which is 0.0918. Okay, so simple. Again, we need to follow our rule. Girls, they gave us a keyword at least. At least means, remember, it is greater than or equal to. I already stated this earlier also. At least means greater than or equal to. So as my Z value is negative, so it will be in the negative axis. So this is Z at minus 1.33 and this area is 0.0918. As it is greater than or equal to the right side of the line. So this entire area is what the probability we wanted right now. So it is simple. So the probability is, so obviously this area is 0.5, right? So 0.5 plus 0.0918. So the probability is 5918. So this is for one particular question. This is what they're asking under CBIT first question. Am I clear? Any doubt in this? Shall I continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You see second bit. We'll also see second bit. In second bit, they are asking, again, I'll just share and immediately I'll stop sharing. So in the second bit, they are asking the B bit is no more than 4 weeks later than the expected time. So I'll also just later means TS is given to us as 17 plus 4. So which is 21 weeks. Okay, and TE we already know. So again, I'm directly going with Z. So 21 minus 17 divided by 3. So now this is plus 4 by 3, which is again same value, but it is a positive axis. Okay, no more than means, remember, greater, less than or equal to. Yes, it is not beyond 21 weeks. Okay, so again Z at 1.33, 0.0918. So when I show it in the graph, Z value is somewhere here. So Z at 1.33. It is no more than. So it is again, answer is same, girls, but the graph changes, where the graph is also very, very important. So as no more than means less than or equal to. So to the left side of that line, so this is 0.5. So the probability is again same, which is 0.5 plus 0.0918, which is 0.5918. Answer is same, but graph is different. Because they took same value, 4 weeks earlier, 4 weeks later. So that is the reason answer is same. Okay. This is one question. And when we go back to the next question, there is also one more question given. In that it is given 19 weeks, if I remember. Just check fourth question. If the project due date means obviously it is not beyond that. So due date is 19 weeks. What is the probability of meeting the due date? So let us again go back and start working on it. Vasundhara, take attendance meanwhile.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so D is given to you, given to us. So okay, they gave due date 19 weeks. Okay, so again TS is given to us as 19. So substitute in our normal distribution 19 minus 17 divided by 3, which is 2 by 3. So when we calculate 2 by 3, the value is 0.666. Okay, so when I take 0.67, the table value, it is 0.2514. So because it is due date, girls, less than or equal to, not beyond that, that is the only maximum value. So as again I have a positive value, so less than or equal to, this is Z at 0.67. so with this complete area comes into picture. So again same thing, so probability is 0.5 plus 0.2514, so which is 0.7514. Okay, and 0.7514. Now there is one small thing what they're asking, that is due date. If the project due date is 19 weeks, what is the probability of not meeting the due date? So obviously they're asking us the opposite statement, girls. So not, this is project will, this probability is that the project will be completed within due date, but it is not in the due date. So simple, not completing in the due date is the opposite of it. We all know there is one universal logic. All the probabilities values are equal to 1. So 1 minus completing within the due date, which is 0.7514. So as it is, so every time when you are reading the question, read it carefully. So this is the probability that the project will not be completed within the due date. Okay. Am I clear? This is the probability that the project will be not completed within the due date. So this is what they are asking.